All right, 3, 2, 1. Let us commence forth. British. Welcome back to Nefarious Reels. I'm Mr. Home Sweet Home.
And I am the fucking I'm Hitler. I'm part of the Hitler youth group in that one movie we watched. Do you believe in
Jojo Rabbit.
reincarnation? I'm that one
Do
Nazi
you
that gets
believe in
killed and then
reincarnation?
yeah. Do you believe in reincarnation? I'm that one guy Nazi that gets killed at the camp and then I get reincarnated as a gay guy who's just like, yo, I think we were gay lovers in our past life.
Oh. All right. But yeah, we're in Nefarious Reels. Obviously, we talk about bad movies, and let's just get into it. And we'll start with my recommendation, which is the 1981 classic, if that's what you want to call it, Home Sweet Home. We have done now 2 Thanksgiving movies in a row for the retro pick. So
Specifically Thanksgiving horror. Well, actually,
yeah, gobble
that's not the
gobble.
first time we've done it. That we did that for Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Gobble
we did
gobble,
do.
motherfucker.
Okay, this is our second time. Yes. But yeah, so Home Sweet Home, it stars uh Haley Steinfeld's uncle as the killer, I found out.
I don't know who Haley Steinfeld is.
She was the teenage girl in True Grit. She was like the only white woman in Sinners. Trying to think if there's anything.
See, you're
She
saying
was
these roles
Gwen
that
in
I
the
don't know
she
what
was
they are.
Gwen Stacy in Spider-Verse, the voice. If
Oh,
that
okay,
rings
yeah,
any
no, okay,
bells.
now it's coming together.
Okay.
I liked the way how she sounded in that movie.
Okay. But yeah, so the movie takes place around a crazy guy who escapes a mental facility and just kills people. And then he goes over to this one family's Thanksgiving and mayhem ensues. There's not a lot of plot really. And that's really about what happens because we just follow this whole family for about the entire runtime once they're introduced. So yeah, what did you think about this Ninjedi?
Well, I was kind of bored with it, except for when the main killer guy shows up and he's like, ah.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I'm kind of ashamed. This was kind of a snoozer.
I think Ice Cream Man just like ruined bad slashers for us because we just like because I'm
I
watching
think
this film
so.
and all I'm thinking is, man, Clint Howard walked around with 2 decapitated heads and ice cream cones for like multiple
Oh,
scenes.
I know.
Oh, and they didn't kill a
You
kid.
got. I mean, hell, even in Blood Rage last episode that we talked about, that at least had some funny moments, and it at least built up some background amongst our main killer and his twin brother, and also don't forget the cranberry sauce.
This is a cranberry sauce.
It's blood.
Whoa, crazy! Who would have thunk it? Not me. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, this film gave me in fuck. Damn it. I had a bit in my brain and it just disappeared as I was spilling it out of my mouth.
You were like, it's there, and then oh shit.
I mean, the film starts out good. A guy literally gets strangled to death in the first 10
Yeah,
seconds.
that was fun in
And
like the
then like
parking lot.
yeah, and then a minute later, an old lady gets run down, which is almost like kind of killing a kid when you think about it.
It's very close.
I mean, they're like frail and like weak and, and like that's a thing. I mean, horror films, they kill people all the time, of course. It's usually kids are like the no-go kind of thing. So it's like, it's not that good, but it's like, it's
With the exception
appreciated.
of there's always the exception, but yeah, for the most part, it's definitely kids are off limits. I mean, maybe there could be like a kid in peril, but like they can't die.
Which is like lame. This is why Beware Children of Play always does well because they kill
This is
all
why
the
Beware
children.
Children at Play is one of the best movies we've talked about.
Yeah, why it's easily up there in our top 10 or our top 20 or whatever because they murder the fuck out of them.
Yeah, and it was cool.
saved a film that probably would have just been like okay and elevated it to like a top of our standards. Because man, every kid
That, but
dead.
like that finale was just insane.
Too epic to not rank highly. Okay, so now we can check off the reference, talking about the Children at Beware Children Play ending. We can take that off the checklist of things to do.
Take that off the checklist because we mentioned one of the best endings that we've ever experienced on the podcast.
Best ending in cinema history.
Absolute cinema.
Martin
Even
Scorsese could
Scorsese
never.
agrees.
Well, yeah, it's a peak beginning. It's just I think the family focus on I care like nothing about. All I'm like is like,
Um,
damn, I hope they kill that fucking kid.
I was
And
about to say that the family was very boring. It's like, oh, the dad of the house, the mom of the house, the son who's kind of, I guess, a rebel.
he's
'Cause he
supposed to be
wears,
he's a little quirky. He's supposed to be like
yeah,
the
he's supposed to be like, yeah, the quirky, goofy guy because
rebellious
he
guy. You know,
shreds the guitar, he puts on facial makeup.
he's that one like weird character that like makes all the jokes. Everyone goes, "Aw, you,
Who else
you."
but Scott?
Who else but this guy? Look at this little Joker here. He's the
Look
Joker,
at this
baby.
goofy goober, guys. Isn't he just goofy?
Yeah, he wants to hit on. He's into those older Latina types.
Yeah, he wanted to take away. I, honestly, I don't know what the relationship of most of these people were, so I'm not sure if that was the one who was like betting on everything. Was that his uncle?
I think that
Or
was his
like
dad.
I
His dad wanted to watch the game and conduct business. Everyone did kind of blend together. There's like the not lesbian couple that did definitely
you're you're
not gay for
you're
each
talking
other.
about the people that drove in?
Yeah, they were driving game with like the wine. They had to walk back, and then there's like the
Yeah.
couple that just rent a place by that the dad owns, and then there's
Mm-hmm.
the cowboy guy who has my favorite death because he gets fucking body slammed under his hood.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty funny.
That peaked me. That I felt my fucking adrenaline spike up there. My heart rate beating really quickly, going, ooh, oh, I'm smelling toast. My fingers and toes are numb. I think I'm having a heart attack.
I mean, to be fair, at least that they get like slightly creative with a couple kills to at least, make it somewhat entertaining.
Yeah.
So we should at least be grateful for that. Everything else, yeah, it's just like a snoozer.
Yeah, I mean, the killer guy is clearly the best one, 'cause he's just going around going,
Oh
ah,
yeah,
ha, ha,
yeah.
oh,
He
ah,
doesn't
ha,
really
ha.
make words out. He just grunts and makes a lot of noises. That's about it.
And then he kills people. Because he's high. He's on LSD or whatever the fuck
Or
drug it said in the
something.
opening.
He's just, he's just out of the mental institute where he killed somebody, left someone in critical condition. He's a crazy guy.
Ooh, he's so fucking crazy. Whoa.
Wah.
Waka waka.
Waka waka.
Well, that'd be really funny if that was his signature line. Every time he did a kill, he goes waka waka, and then fucking slams down.
And everyone's just like, dude, what the fuck?
That I'm imagining now the fucking car hood sling where he goes waka waka, and his body flies in the face, smashes down, and the guy that got crushed goes, dude, what the fuck, and then dies.
Bro, what?
Whoa, not cool, dude.
Not cool, starring and directed by Shane Dawson?
Yeah, but like the kills themselves and the family was like really separate for like most of the film until probably like the last third because everyone's just like, oh, we're gonna go out and we're gonna drive down. Oh, the power's out. We're gonna go. Oh, we haven't seen this person in a while. I'm gonna go drive check it out. Oh, the power's out. We're gonna go check that out.
We gotta get my car back. We gotta check out the gas station. We gotta check out somewhere around town.
Let me just mosey off alone away from you guys because this part
Yeah,
of the
let's
film's boring.
all separate. Don't worry, I will be right back in 15 minutes. Do not worry, I am totally not gonna die or be in any kind of danger whatsoever.
I was like, oh shit, I'm getting fucking
Wink,
murdered.
wink.
Who could have predicted this? This film, no, this film needed, it needed Zoltan, Hound of Dracula, to show up.
Ooh,
And then I could have been like,
Bring
whoa, is that
Zoltan,
Zoltan, Hound of
bring-
Dracula?
I mean, it would have been the perfect area to have Zoltan just like pop out of nowhere.
Zoltan attacks the main killer guy, and it's like, oh shit, here we go, epic fight. This should be the film: Home Sweet Home Killer versus Zoltan Hound Dracula.
That would be cool.
It should have been a versus film, and it's just them, and everyone's just like, shit. Oh god, it's the killer, and it's the Home Sweet Home Killer, and now there's also Zoltan Hound Dracula running around. How can we possibly deal with this? And then fucking Todd or whatever shows up. He goes, well, I know one thing. This isn't cranberry sauce. And then Turkey shows up and he goes, gobble gobble, motherfucker.
Now that's what I call foul play.
I was gonna think, what's another Thanksgiving horror movie film we've covered? But I think that's really it. That's like
I was about to say, I think that is about it. I was gonna say Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, but we didn't talk about that. So.
Yeah. And then the eagle from the Johnson Family Christmas Dinner shows up and he goes, I am the eagle, and he saves the day.
Woo!
It's Thanksgiving adjacent, so it's fine.
It's a holiday movie.
Yeah.
And that can mean any holiday, obviously.
It was a film about family, which is what Thanksgiving is about. Having thanks for your family.
That is definitely important. It's all about family.
And then fucking Vin Diesel drifts in and hits everyone with his car, and he just goes, it's about family. And then he drives away. Well, we've only been talking about this film for 14 minutes. We have to carry on for at least 20.
I can't really think of anything else though. Oh, I guess there were those two. Wait, when they did kind of try to search for some people, they did. You know, there were those two cops that obviously come back later, and you know they hit on those two women because you know they're cops and they're dudes, so they want to be a little sleazy. Dudes. Just guys being dudes.
Just boys will be boys.
They might be sexually harassing this woman, but who cares? Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. And every male in the cast is in front of a girl going, boys will be boys. And the chorus are going, argh, argh. All I'm saying is, if they killed the kid, I would have ranked this film higher. Like I said, I was bored. I did enjoy some of the kills, and I think the killer's pretty peak, you know, because he just murders the fuck out of everyone, because that's what he does.
I mean, who doesn't love when your serial killer just murders the fuck out of everyone? I mean, that's why people love Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, you name it.
Turkey from Thanksgiving.
Yep, Turkey.
The Killer Eye.
Yes.
The dude from
Killer Bees.
Yeah, the giant killer bees. The dude from Dream Maniac. Eric Roberts doll from Sorority Slaughterhouse.
Just Eric Roberts.
Just Eric Roberts in general. He kills a lot of people in the films we talk about. All the parents from Beware Children at Play. Fucking the Ginger Dead Man. Well, no, not really him. All the fucking Charles Manson. He was pretty epic when he killed the Ginger Dead Man. Wait, was it Charles Manson or was it was someone else? I know Hitler showed up. Hitler killed the Ginger Dead Man in 3, which is also pretty epic. That's another checkmark, another ending. Ginger Dead Man 3, which is pretty epic.
Yeah, that was pretty that was pretty epic.
Hold on, we have to keep referencing Nefarious Reels films for another 4 minutes before we can move on to the next film.
Wait, before we start referencing movies or like, you know, make a little punchline, can we talk about how the killer gets, you know, killed because he gets shot in broad daylight? You know, he's trying to attack that basically final girl after everyone else is murdered. Except for, obviously, the little girl, because, you know, we can't murder children.
This film is weak.
So, yeah, it's a little weak.
It's a little lame, not gonna lie.
But the cops do just go guns a-blazing. They just, you know, one picks up his piece and he just starts blasting.
Pow, pow.
Pow, pow, pow.
Well, the problem was, see what happened? The killer was in the shade, so they're like, oh my god, it's a black guy! And they fucking gun him down. They're like, shit, he's white. We're gonna have to call this in.
We're gonna have to write misfire. We're gonna have to say bad communication on our end, because we're usually supposed to yell out and ask him what race they are, obviously.
Yeah.
Because we gotta follow the code.
And then they're gonna look out because he just so happened to be trying to murder a woman, so that like they're oh thank God. Oh, for a
So they'll be
second
like,
I thought I shot an innocent
"Whew,
white man.
I just thought I just shot a white man for the heck of it. Oh, thank goodness he was actually attacking a woman.
Oh, thank God.
Whew,
Ooh, we're in the clear for this one. But hey, actually he's
crisis
still
averted.
alive, so sequel?
Yeah, it ends on his eyes opening. Pretty cool.
What would you
Sure.
call a sequel to Home Sweet Home?
Um, Back Home, Sweet Home.
Home Sweet Home 2 Electric Boogaloo.
That would also work too, I would think.
Also, did you notice that they kept looping the same scream at the final scene?
Yes.
She's like, ah, ah, like
I was
five or
about to
six
say,
times.
I don't think they had much in the budget for just like sound effects.
They
And they didn't
only
want to,
paid for one woman scream, and by God, they're gonna get their money's worth with
they're
it.
gonna use it. And if there definitely was some ADR being used in some of those scenes, so they're also gonna work on that too, even if the words don't exactly match up to their lips. Because we gotta do this all in one take, guys.
Also, another thing I want to note is when he gets in the car and starts driving, the credits roll. I immediately thought of Birdemic, and like
Just hanging out,
hanging
hanging out,
out, hanging
hanging
out
out with
with
my
my
family,
family, having
having ourselves
ourselves
a
a
party.
party, just hanging out,
Just hanging
hanging
out,
out,
hanging
hanging
out,
out with my
boom, boom,
family,
hanging out
having
with my
ourselves a
family,
party.
having ourselves a party.
Okay, well, we hit the 20-minute mark, so I guess like we can arguably still be talking about this film ad nauseum. I like how the annoying guy got killed. He got electrocuted to death with his electric guitar and a generator.
Oh, who
That was
doesn't
pretty
love
fun,
a good electrocution death?
pretty epic. And I was just like, and when he was performing magic, I was like, holy shit, this guy's a fucking witch. They should burn him at the stake. So I had that payoff
But
there.
he's a guy, though, so they can't burn him for
Oh,
being a
what you're
witch.
saying that guys can't be witches? Wow, that's
Well,
real
technically,
sexist
they're
of you.
warlocks.
Real sexist of you, Cole. Wow.
I'm
Oh my
just
God.
saying,
And I
technically, they're
thought I
warlocks,
was the
not
fucking
witches.
disgusting degenerate for recommending Nazi love movie. But clearly the real degenerate was you.
Okay.
I can stand by the fucking the horrible, horrible crimes committed against the Jews in a movie, but I can't stand for sexism against witches. That's too far, Cole. I can't accept that.
I can allow for stuff about the Holocaust, but I cross the line at sexism against witches.
Yeah, like wow, really cool. This is it. This is the final episode of Nefarious Reels, everyone. It's so over.
Pack up, pack it up. It's Jover.
So over.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know. I think we can make it. If we can fucking get through like shit like Not Cool, Birdemic 3, and like 5
F the
shitty Evil
prom.
Bong films in a row, I think we could hold together after Home Sweet Home.
I think so.
Yeah, I forgive you, bro. I forgive you, man. You're forgiven. I forgive you of your crimes. Just take this as a learning experience so you may know better in the future.
Okay. You got anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think I said everything I need to say about
I was about
Home
to
Sweet
say,
Home.
because I'm like, there's not much else we can really talk about. Because, again, there's not a lot that happens.
Yeah, that's
So,
a bit of the unfortunate thing with slashers. They just either they're gonna be full of so much shit, or it's just gonna be people walking around and then getting killed. That's why
walking around, talking all the time,
once again, like I said,
just
Ice Cream Man
following people we
ruined it
don't
for us,
care
dude.
about. Yeah.
Like we kind of peaked with Ice Cream Man with the bad slasher, and I don't think we're ever really gonna be able to recover past that.
Unless something else rears its head, but yeah, I think we have hit that peak.
Ice Cream Man 2. That's apparently coming. Clint Howard's like hinted at it, so like
True. Very true.
in this
We'll just
film,
have
that
to
film,
wait.
the Ice Cream Man, because he gets killed by the giant spinning vat of ice cream. So maybe he becomes Killer Ice Cream. That would be fucking cool.
Ooh.
Have Clint Howard's face in an ice cream that's in an ice cream cone, and attack someone. That would be fucking epic. Have him kill a kid in it. Have
Now.
him kill a kid. That will be so epic. Clint Howard ice cream murders a kid that tries to eat
Bring
him.
back Tuna with the pillow under his shirt to make it look like he's fat.
Yeah, bring it all back, baby.
Bring the whole gang back together.
Yeah, just make this. Just bring everyone that started in this film, even the dead guys. Bury up those dead bodies of those cops and reattach them to the ice cream cones.
Yes.
Clint Howard ice cream can bring them to life as his minions. That would be awesome. Clint Howard, I know you're watching this podcast, see if we talk about you. You better be writing these ideas down for Ice Cream Man 2. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Home Sweet Home.
Yeah.
Home Sweet Homecoming. That's what I would call the second film.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know. It just
All
came
right,
to me
add that
like
to
that.
the everlasting list of Nefarious Reels verse movies we gotta.
Okay, luckily I keep that on my list. I keep that on the same page as where I list all the questions. Okay, so let's
Thank
see.
goodness.
Okay, Home Sweet Homecoming.
Yep.
Okay, so that's on the list of the Llamageddon sequel, which technically did get made, but now is like lost media because that link I sent you no longer works. So I don't know where that is anymore. The Kissing Booth 4, Tusk 2, Tusk 3, Tusk Goes to Hollywood, Kangaroo Jack 2, Wicked World 2, Wicked World, Jason Goes to Hell,
Wicked
the final
World.
Yeah, the Jason Goes to Hell, the Final Friday remake, every David DeCato movie, and Home Sweet Homecoming.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm good to move on.
Yeah, let's move it on over to your modern recommendations. So take it away.
All right, so I decided to recommend 2018's Where Your Hands Touch because when you hear that title, you're probably thinking, oh, that might be such a sweet little romance film. And it is. It's about a 15-year-old African-American girl who lives in Nazi Germany and she's super into being a Nazi. And she falls in love with a Nazi youth guy. And of course, because she's black, so and that doesn't fit into the Aryan race theory that the Nazis were going for at the time, and it's kind of about how this relationship and how like Nazi Germany and like all that, and everything else, Cole, what you think? And it's 2 hours long. I think I should make it very clear. This film's 2 hours long. When I had the letterbox page up for this, I saw the title, I saw the picture, I read the description. I did not scroll down long enough to see if it was 2 hours long. So Cole, what do you think of Where Hands Touch?
It was bad.
Okay,
but
thanks.
I don't think it's as bad as I was expecting. Like, it's just very boring.
Yeah, it's very boring.
I don't think it's like I was expecting it to be like very, for some reason, distasteful and overly offensive, but it's just like, okay, I can kind of see what the director's trying to do, especially, look at the whole history of, black Germans under the Third Reich, during the Holocaust. Like, okay, there's something there, but it weird that they're like, oh yeah, she's falling in love with this guy who's totally into the Nazi regime, but he's like, oh, but she's like so nice though, and I ran over with my bike, and I'm like, oh, I want to be in love with her.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of trying to showcase probably a lesser told story of, the black Germans during World War II at the time. I'm not sure focusing on it through the lens of a romance tale was effective at all.
Like a cheesy romance tale? Yeah,
really cheesy romance. It doesn't help that she's like anti-Semitic for like most of the movie. Like, she very, very clearly is fully on board with the whole anti-Semitism of Germany. Even when she gets, which spoilers, when she gets sent to a camp about halfway through the movie, she's still pretty much like that for a good chunk of the film when she's there too.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's her. She's got a mother who is white, German. She's got a little brother.
Who's white.
Yes, very important. And then the father's not in the picture. He's like probably dead or something.
Yeah, I don't know. They said her dad was like, he was fighting in the war, so who knows where he is.
I think it was since that he was fighting in like the first war. I assumed he's dead now, which is why he's not in the picture anymore.
Probably.
Yeah, she gets like discriminated on pretty hard because she's like, ew, she's a black woman. Well, they don't call her that. They call her a different word starting with N, which you'd see on a Crayola on the black crayon.
Yeah, they would show because they like to show every color on the crayons in a different in like every in the separate languages, and one of the words, yeah, is
It's one of the words that we
problematic.
wouldn't have a pass to say out loud.
Nope.
So I get the real question that's on everyone's mind because we talk about this film so much. Is this film better than The Singing Forest? Let's get
It's
that one out of the
more
way.
competently made than the Singing Forest. Like I was it at least felt more like a movie than the Singing Forest, because honestly, I'm still let down by that whole romance angle in the Singing Forest, where it never really felt like a weird Holocausty World War II love story, and it was just two guys who think they met each other in a past life, and that was it. It was like,
Do
what
you
the
believe
fuck?
in reincarnation? And they're like, they want to be gay. Two dudes just
Yep.
talking about reincarnation and being gay.
It's
That
just being with close with the
that's just
homies.
how it is. It's okay, dude. They said no homo.
Yep.
Two-sentence horror story. I was getting out of bed after having hot sloppy sex with my bro, but then my bro said, "Yes, homo." I saw that one on Reddit. That was pretty. It was very scary. I was like, "Oh God, thank goodness that never happened to me when I had hot sloppy sex with my bro."
All right.
Bye, bro. I mean, I'm talking about Cole. He just doesn't want to say it out loud. But yeah,
That's what you want to say.
yeah, that's what I said. Look, the fans are already shipping us and writing fan fiction. We might as well just indulge them.
I mean, if that's what you want,
That's
sure.
what the fans want, Cole. We have to give it to them. But yeah, back to where hands touch. Yeah, it's basically what it is. What it is, very straightforward. It's just them, the whole thing. Also, she's a piece of shit to her mom for like the whole movie, pretty much, until like when she has to get like captured. She's just like, "Oh, why did you curse me with this horrible role? Like you betrayed me twice." Cause like, oh, not only did you have sex with an African American, which led to me being black, you also had sex with a French soldier that fought against us in World War I, Mom. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with how I look, but French, ew, gross.
Ew, gross. And I'm on her side with that actually. The mom had no right having sex with a French man. I can stand by African American having sex and marrying an African American man, but marrying a French man, no, that's too far. Get out of here.
French is too far.
Disgusting.
We are very welcoming of all races
Except the
and who
French.
you want to be with, but the French, no, that's a no go.
Go back to eating your fucking snails in your own country.
And not and smelling like poo.
Yeah, you do smell like poo, you Frenchies. Huck to.
Haktua.
Yeah, Hawk Tua, indeed. Do you think Hawk Tua would have loved this movie?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Shit, do we really have nothing to say about this film too?
Um, I will say, oh, I do have one thing to say that was kind of funny. So the main guy, that the girl falls in love with. Yeah, he was in 1917 the next year in an Oscar-nominated movie.
Well, was he like the
I
main
just thought that
guy?
was funny. I think it was like one of the main two guys.
That is fucking
So he
funny.
goes from this to, yeah, an Oscar-nominated World War One movie.
Imagine the director of 1917 watching Where Hands Touch.
Yeah,
He's like,
Sam
him. I
Mendes
need
is
him in
watching
my
this, just
movie.
going, "This is my guy."
This is the guy. That is pretty cool though. Like, what a step up. They have fun though. They see each other. They meet up at that fucking Hitler youth meetup because she can't go because she's black, and that's kind of weird. And they're just like, haha, let's have fun in the lake. Oh, we can't be seen together. They basically hook up a lot. They have sex, We don't see the sex. It's off-screen sex. We see the
We see
aftermath of it.
some mouth kissing.
Ew, gross. It's just one of those classic when opposites attract kind of story.
Mm-hmm.
They just want love, but it just happens to be in Nazi Germany. It is still like I
So
still
yeah.
can't wrap my head around the fact that she is so pro-Nazi for most of the film, even though they treat her like shit and they burn her fucking papers, and
Yeah,
fucking
they do all this shit to be like, they don't even. It's just weird that they're like, oh, why not? Lock her up right away. No, we're just gonna fuck with her for like a good portion of the
this
runtime.
is so much fun, and she's just like, well, I guess they can do it because they're Nazis and I like them.
Yeah, I
She's like,
mean,
well, at least I'm not Jewish, am I right?
yeah, she's like, at least I'm not Jewish, so
She literally watches a guy that like made her smile at the bakery get fucking killed, and it's just
yeah,
like,
the bread boy.
yeah. He's like, ha, your dick is so small, I'm gonna fucking shoot it off. Bam. Okay, now I'm gonna fucking kill you. Bam. And he's like,
Bam,
damn, well,
bam.
I mean, he was a pretty good Jew, but, he still sucks. And the mom's like, what the fuck is, like, wrong with you guys?
Why are you celebrating death like this? What the hell? This is kind of cringe, kids.
Also, I want to know, I don't know if it's, like, weird. I don't know why this, like, this is such a minor nitpick. For some reason, I was, like, really bothered how anti-Nazi the mom was. It's like so weird to me because it was just like, because her kids are like fully into it. So I thought there'd be like some level of misgiving or something, but like she's just like, this shit's stupid and terrible, and she listens to the radio about it with anti-Nazi stuff. And it was just this weird thing of like the kids are totally 100% into this, and she's like 100% like not at all.
Yeah, especially, when it's like Nazi Germany, there were obviously people that succumbed into the whole regime, but there were some people that decided, yeah, I'm not going to agree with this at all. This is not what I stand for.
Yeah, I just thought this would kind of bleed into more with, like, the kids, and since it didn't, it just felt, like, kind of weird. Like, I guess my issue isn't really that she's
Very
against
weird.
it, it's just how it's, like, completely opposite ends of, like, what the kids want versus what she thinks. And once again, especially considering with Lena, because of how much they treat her like shit throughout the film, you'd think she'd be like, hey, wait a minute, maybe my mom has a point.
No.
Also, Lena getting arrested, not because she didn't have paperwork, because she snitched, and as we all know, snitches get stitches.
Obviously, snitches get stitches.
Yeah, they're like, we wouldn't have let you go because you didn't have your paperwork, but you snitched on that girl, and we don't like snitches in the Nazis. Because, the Nazis, they weren't doing too good. They weren't doing too many, they were doing some some crummy stuff, so I don't think they want anyone telling on them. So that's why they had her arrest her.
It would make sense. And then we get to the prison part.
Well, not
it's...
yet. The mom gets
Okay.
arrested. There's this really heartbreaking scene where they get confronted, and he's like, yo, you had sex with an African American. That's not pretty cool, Ja. We're gonna either take away your daughter or you. And he's like, okay, fine, take me, I guess, because fucking, it's stupid, and this is dumb, and I hate you. He's like, okay, bye-bye. So long. We're taking your mother away. Goodbye, good luck. Also, I should also note, no kids get killed in this film either. Big letdown.
It's always a letdown.
It's a letdown. He's literally like, we need you to sign the... At the camp, he's like, we need you to sign the paperwork so we can murder the children. And then he's like, I'm not signing that. I'm like, coward. Boo. Boo. This is why you lost the war. Boo. Man, that was a really bad one. That was a really bad joke. Oh, God. I have regret. I have post-joke regret on that one. Let's see, I stunned you to silence with it. I understand.
I know. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, that joke, I was like, whoa, I can't believe that came out of my mouth. I've said some pretty edgy things, but like, yeah. I guess my upsetness that the kid didn't die in Home Sweet Home really carried over hard into this one. But yeah, she eventually, she does get like, also her brother's a piece of shit too. Like, oh, I love you so much, sister. And then he becomes racist in like 2 interactions. But
he like becomes real racist and assholey like right away.
It's okay though. He stops being racist off screen by the end of the movie. Sister, I have realized that the war is over. I realize that I'm no longer racist now. But yeah, the first hour is just building up this relationship that we barely talked about because it's probably the most least interesting part of the film, honestly. He likes jazz. You like jazz?
You like jazz?
He does. Oh, and he really wants to be in the war. He's like, I want to die in the war because that's so cool and super honorable.
Yeah, just wait until you get in a war and you hear shell shock and explosions and
Then he literally gets sent to a camp that's part of the war, and then he's like, oh no, I don't like it. He's like, God, make up your fucking mind, dude. Do you want war or not? The director of 1917 is watching a guy be super whiny about how much he wanted to be in war. He's like, oh yeah, this is my lead for 1917. But the second half of the film is she gets captured, she gets rats out because they're doing papers check at where she works. And she is like, oh, look, that woman's running away. And then tries to run away, which is like really stupid. Like, once you're past them, just start walking. Why would you keep running? That's clearly suspicious. That's pretty sussy. But I digress. She gets captured. She gets sent to a camp, not a concentration camp. That's next door. She's just at a regular work labor camp. Where they're like, okay, well, you're African American, that's bad, but it's not your fault that your mom's a fucking whore and you were born this way. So just fucking go make us a sandwich in the kitchen. Go to the kitchen, make us a sandwich. And you might remember, she's still pretty anti-Semitic. She's just like, oh, you're Jewish, you should be glad they didn't send you to the rat house when they're like bunking up. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, dude, what the fuck? You spend half the film being fucking insulted by the Nazis and you're just like, well, at least I'm not Jewish, am I right? Even when you're in a fucking labor camp where you'll probably die. Like, what the fuck, bitch?
Yeah, kind of a, not like the good, kind of flawed protagonist. And, she does shit like that and you're just like, come on.
Don't worry, she grows as a person and she's just like, let me get you some shoes. Because your shoes have holes in them, and let me help steal potatoes so you can trade them, and stuff like that. And that's where she meets her lover again. Oh, she's pregnant, by the way. Forgot to mention, she gets the sex becomes pregnant.
I like for a second I was like, wait, is she? And then they mentioned, I'm like, not funny that she is pregnant, but it's like, oh, now they have to add this into the story, and uh-oh.
Uh-oh, stinky. Stinky poopy. I guess you can say things haven't been going pretty well for her. I think kind of the rest of the film is just them going like, you kill people and you're a bad person. He's like, I don't want to kill people. We have to make our escape. I can't escape. Well, we'll never get far. And, regular
that was a very
stuff.
wimpy.
Very wimpy. Well, he is pretty wimpy when he's at the camp. He's just like,
okay, yeah. No, you do have a point there, actually.
He's like, I don't want to kill civilians. I gotta do an intro. I was like, oh, I don't want to kill civilians. Yeah, I guess. He's like, I want to kill people with my gun that are shooting at me, not the other. I can't shoot people that don't have guns. Oh, don't forget the sign when they're chilling at the place. He's like, what if we went to America? He's like, dude, they fucking hang you people there, dude. Definitely Germany's way better for you. Nothing bad ever happens to the Germans.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing bad ever happens to the Germans. Jaw. Not a single scene where you see people drinking beer or eating sausage. So it's not a real German film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's basically, at that point, it's just them kind of coping over their situation, and the guy complaining about his dad, because his dad's like, you don't want to be part of the war. And he's like, okay, well, now we're part of the war, but you're at this camp, so it's better, because you're not getting fucking killed. And he does not approve of his son hitting up a black woman.
Well, of course, because they want to keep the Aryan race,
That is true. They're definitely trying to keep that intact. Yeah, so they do plan an escape plan because eventually they all have to flee the camp because, you know, the enemy's coming on both sides. So he's like, I'll get a motorcycle, I'll get you a uniform, and then we'll escape there. But that fails because his dad comes like, yo, hey, what are you doing here? We got to go over here. Don't take that motorcycle. So she can't. And then by the end, they're just like, we're just going to have to leave just like normally. And then he's like, fuck you, I'm going to go to Lena. I love her. And she's having your grandson. She's pregnant and I'm the father. Father, when can I go off on my own? And then he's just like, hot lol, no. And he just shoots him dead. Like, right in front of her. He's like, dude, dating an African woman's kind of cringe. Bam. Dead.
Especially for us
Germans.
white Germans.
And then she just goes back home. But turns out her mom that got taken away by the Nazis and her racist brother, they turned up totally fine.
Yeah, they are like, they don't have any gashes or pain or rips.
No, they were actually pretty nice.
Stars,
They're like,
nothing.
oh, Lena, actually, they didn't take me to a slave. They just took me out on vacation. I had a really great time at a resort, beach resort.
Yeah, I just had a real good time out in, America. Really nice.
They took me to France, and I had so much sex. It was awesome. How have you been? Damn,
I was
bitch,
in a
get some fucking lotion. Your skin looks so fucking dry.
You also look very skinny. Put on some weight, girly.
Damn, bitch. I mean, I
Have you
know
been
that you gotta keep
beer?
that figure,
Oh.
but damn.
Have you been drinking a lot of beer? Nope. Oh, I see. Who's the father?
Damn, bitch, did you have a bunch of hot sex too, or did you just get fucking fat?
Did you eat everything there at camp?
Did you drink all the beer and sausage you could while you were there? When you said you're going to a camp, I didn't expect this. Cue laugh track, end credits start rolling.
This camp wasn't fun.
Was that the camp? Did you go to the camp where hands touch? And then everyone fucking claps.
And then she goes, say that again?
Yep, say that again. But yeah, that's kind of the whole film. Just kind of a boring, romance-esque tale. But hey, it's better than The Singing Forest. And you know what? Sometimes it's all you really need. Have anything else you have to say about the fucking Where Hands Touch?
Not really. You got anything?
Let's see. Did this girl did that? Oh, hey, she was Sophie in Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. That's pretty cool.
Shit.
Yeah, actually, she was fucking, she was in the Hunger Games as Rue. She was in Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh.
She's the black lady from Dear Evan Hansen.
Shit.
Oh my god, it's all connected. It's all connected.
There's the Nefarious Reels connection we were waiting for.
Here's the Nefarious Reels lore. The black girl from Dear Evan Hansen, the girl in Where Hands Touch, that's her, like, great-grandmother or something. That's the lore. That's the connection. That's the in-universe Nefarious Reels connection, guys. That was a plot twist I did not see coming. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking wild, honestly. Like, that came out of left field for me. I'm so glad I clicked on to see if she did anything. I was like, I should check it out because I know Cole checked the other guy, so I'll check for her. And it's like, holy shit. Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa. Anyway, yeah, anything else about the other film?
Nah. All right, so if we're done with that, I guess we can move on to picking the best movie of the two. So, which one is the best movie of this go-around of recommendations?
Well, I think I found both these films kind of boring, but if I had to pick one, I'd have to pick Home Sweet Home because of that fucking car hood kill was pretty epic. And also, the film wasn't 2 hours long.
That, very good reasoning. And I think I have to agree with Home Sweet Home because it was about less than an hour and a half. Even when it was boring, it had some fun kills. And, we had an interesting killer. We didn't know much about him. But, he kills people, and that's it.
And you know what? Sometimes that's all you need.
For a B horror movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the
Basically
best.
all shot in one take.
Not the best bad slasher we've seen, but it's better than the 2 Nazi romance films we watched. So that's a
Yep.
point for you. Congratulations. And a point for the retro pick, which usually wins
Whoopee.
these, so nothing changed up there.
Yep. So we are now on to questions.
Yep, now we're on to question. Remember, if you have them, to ask them, so that way we can answer them. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, talking about Nazi romance films really brings out the burps in me. Anyway, our first question is for Mattias, which is thoughts on Stranger Things.
I have not seen Stranger Things, so
Yeah, I also have not seen Stranger Things. However, I have seen Super 8, like, probably almost 20 years ago, which is probably like Stranger Things adjacent, and I thought that movie was pretty cool. So I'm gonna say that it's probably, if it's like Super 8, it's probably pretty good.
yeah, I remember seeing Super 8 as a teenager.
It was
Enjoyed it
very,
then,
very
not sure what I
epic.
think about it now, but
We gotta
and
get it
yeah, it
recommended
was
for
just
Film Club. That's what we gotta do. Get our thoughts on it again.
sometimes I kind of think we do need to recommend movies that we saw like, in our childhood or teen years and we haven't seen since, so that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, possible next theme, maybe.
But oh, I was about to say, but yeah, for Stranger Things, just a show I never hopped onto. Usually with like hype around TV shows, like you need to like convince me a lot, or like actually I need some kind of motivation to keep going, because there will be some shows where I start it, forget about it for a few months, and then just don't watch anymore. So
Yeah, I didn't really have an interest in Stranger Things when it was coming out. I mean, I'm sure other people like it. I'm glad they got to enjoy it. But
I remember when it was big back in like 2016 and 17, and now it's just like it's still going on.
aren't all the kids like in their 20s now or something?
They're like in their early-ish, almost mid-20s, yeah.
Like, I know it's probably the final season right now, so it's like whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
I think so. All right.
All right, well, I guess that's it. Sorry, Mattias. You're 0 for 2 right now with things we just can't really talk about.
God, my
Next.
nose is so stuffy.
Oh, damn. Fucking this film's making the discussion's making you sick.
I wouldn't say sick. I'm just like clogged up.
Oh. Anyway, next is from Timmy, which is pitch a movie that you two would write for noted documentary filmmaker Shane Dawson to direct. That's not a fucking question, Timmy. What the fuck? You should have been like, can you pitch a movie that you two would write for noted documentary filmmaker Shane Dawson to direct? That would have been a question, and then we could have gone, no.
I mean, we could give ideas, but we don't want Shane Dawson. I think it would be better to have David Ducato as
Yeah,
the
David
documentary
Ducato. Shane
filmmaker.
Dawson can fuck off. And fucking,
Especially after Not Cool.
yeah, especially after Not Cool, he doesn't deserve it. How about you pitch a movie, Timmy? Why are you making us do it? You're the film critic guy. So you know more about film than us, so you should be pitching movies to Shane Dawson, not us. We're gonna go pitch it to a real director, David Ducato, the king of all cinema.
How about David Ducato remakes Not Cool?
Yeah, it'd be better because fucking there would be more hunky boys in their underwear in the film, which automatically makes it better.
No, just get Shane Dawson to like cover the latest meme and then just burn it in the ground.
The only film I would, yeah. If I were to pitch a movie to Shane Dawson, it'd be something really annoying because I know he would make it not cool and no one would care about it anymore.
Ooh.
Have Shane Dawson make a movie about using AI for creative purposes, so that way no one would want to do it ever again. That's the film I would pitch. What about you? What film would you pitch, Cole?
Just like an origin story on like the current just brain rot of shitty memes.
How
like the memes that like are so relatable to like 10-year-olds, and then I'm just here like, what the fuck is this?
Like 6, 7?
Oh my god! I
don't even know what
like
it
DJ
is.
Spitz said,
but it's
get
just
it out of my head, man.
I luckily I have not been paying attention to that stuff like at all, so I'm just getting like fucking secondhand residuals from it. But like already I can tell, yeah, this is fucking stupid.
It's real. Yeah, my sister, obviously, she works with kids, so she hears about it at least once a day, so
Is she 6, 7 pilled?
no.
Does she talk about Skibbity Toilet a lot now because of it?
Surprisingly not, but oh my god, I just just having to hear skibbity and fuck.
Like, does your sister bring it up like a lot, or like, is your sister brain rotted? Is she too far gone?
No, it's just more of, hey, listen to this thing I heard today at work or when I nannied the kids I nanny, and it's just, do you want to die of cringe? And I'm just sitting there like, fuck me.
We need to get your sister on for like one of these meme movies or whatever, and just see how if we can like what would happen. They're making that Michael Bay is making that Skibbity Toilet movie, so we should hopefully it's shitty and we can talk about it. We'll have your sister on as a guest so she can give us all the Skibbity Riz lore that all those 5-year-olds are giving her. I mean, think about it. If your sister had this job like 5 or 10 years before, she'd know all the FNAF lore. Because that's what all the kids would be talking about. Ask your sister, ask her if how much FNAF lore she knows.
Probably none. It's my brother who knows the FNAF lore.
Oh, your brother was the FNAF guy. We need to get your brother on here for the FNAF movie, for FNAF 2, on Lancer. Go ask your sister how much Skibbity Toilet lore she knows.
Oh god, I cannot hear that word anymore without just wincing in pain, even though I'm not in pain.
Damn, that's fucking... That isn't very based of you. That's very anti-Rizzler of you, Cole. This is why I am the alpha and you are the omega.
Lord.
Where's your Gat, Cole? Come on.
Oh god.
Come on, Gat for the Rizzler, baby. This is it, for we're listening to Cole die inside in real time.
You're listening to my slow death of
This is
cringe.
the real reason why Cole's gonna leave the podcast. We gotta adhere to the younger audience base, Cole, if we're gonna grow as a community. Anyway, we'll move on to our next question, which is from Landon. What kind of music do you two usually listen to? Any favorite artists or genres? I don't have a specific kind of music. It's usually just whatever is on my YouTube recommendations, because I watch a lot of weird shit on YouTube. So they'll really recommend me. So the music they recommend is actually something I'd actually be interested in listening in.
Yeah, music is honestly, like, unlike my siblings, like, music is something I never really had some kind of latching or attachment onto. I usually just listen to stuff based on vibes. That's about it, especially on Spotify. That's what I just kind of have on my shuffle or playlist and all that. And I'm just like, I'm going to listen to this song again today. But, I mean, this might sound very weebish of me, but I lately just listen to a lot more just anime OPs and EDs. Specifically stuff from the Chainsaw Man movie soundtrack.
Wow, fucking this guy listening to fucking anime, that's some cringe weep shit, bro. That's cringier than all the fucking modern day memes I just dropped like 10 seconds ago. That's not very Skibbity Riz of you, Cole.
It's not 6'7" of me.
That's very not 6'7" of you. But yeah, I think, I guess an artist I do listen to a lot. Even I don't listen to him as much. Definitely Weird Al. He's an icon and a legend, and I'm going to be very sad when he passes away.
Weird Al was definitely a staple of like middle school, high school for me. And I'll still listen. I'd still listen to some of his stuff here and there, but not as much as I did before.
He's just a lot of fun. I guess the recent music trend that I'm into is the fucking Stronger Than You presidential responses. Have you seen that meme recently? It's like one of the good ones.
No.
Okay, well I'm gonna have to send it. I'm gonna have to send it to you then. It started out with an Abraham Lincoln one, but like the meme's grown towards a bunch of different presidents or historic figures.
Okay.
So hold on, let me just. Okay, there it is. Okay, copy. Look at that. Copy link address. It's a banker song, honestly. It's Stronger Than You. Abraham Lincoln responds.
Okay. I'll give that a listen sometime soon.
Yep. I don't know. I also like to listen to video game soundtracks. I listen to those a lot, usually when I'm trying like to do some writing or something, or just doing something kind of like creative. Because video game music, I think it gets a bit of a bad rap sometimes. I think a lot of people like to just kind of shit on it because it's just like video game. But like, no, video game music have absolute bangers, and if you don't like it, fuck you.
There
I
are
hate
some
you.
good tracks in video games that I will put on if I feel good about it. And then, obviously movie soundtracks too. There's some that I'm just, along with like, anime, I will listen to some of the other like I will listen to other movie soundtracks that I'm just like, yes, I fuck with this. This is amazing. Everything on this a banger. Like The Social Network, amazing soundtrack.
Yeah, but I guess now we can move on to our final question, which is from Ben, who actually sent this right before we started recording, actually. Which is, do you each plan out in advance which movies you'll be recommending for the podcast, or does that tend to happen more spontaneously? I think it's kind of a mixture of both.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I would say it varies.
Yeah, like, we usually don't tell each other. I think there's only been one time when we kind of both planned together on a recommendation before, but usually we don't know what we're going to recommend. And with the process of choosing what to recommend, sometimes it's like, okay, I know what I want to recommend from advance, and sometimes it'll just like change. Like, I'll be like looking at something while we're discussing, and I'll be like, oh, wait, what about this film? And then I'll change my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had that where, like, sometimes I will have something in mind, then I'm like, ooh, actually, I kind of like this. Or sometimes I literally don't know what to pick, and then while we're recording, I'm legitimately looking through my watch list, scrolling, going, okay, this actually might not sound bad.
And there has actually been a couple times where we're really like, yeah, we have like two films, we don't know what to choose, so you choose which one. So then it's your fault if it sucks ass. We've done that a couple times.
Yep, done that.
Been there, done that, just how it be sometimes. But yeah, the only times we've really planned out together is usually our anniversaries, where we're like, okay, this is what we want to do for a theme. Let's get the films together, and then we'll just spin a wheel and randomly choose three of them. That's really the only other time that I think we kind of really full on plan something out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a pretty fun time because because a lot of times, luckily, we usually end up stumbling on something we might never heard, the other person might have never heard of, or neither one of us ever heard of. Sometimes it's a banger and sometimes it sucks ass. What can you do sometimes? You just hope and pray. And well, that's all our questions. So guess it's time for us to move on to the final part.
All right, and now we're on to recommendations. So obviously I had the retro pick this time, so in Jedi, it is your turn. So what are we gonna be watching next time around?
All right. So well, first off, let me say Happy Thanksgiving because this is probably episode's gonna fall near that. But next episode is gonna fall December, which means Christmas time, which means okay, now I have to recommend Christmas shit after recommending all that Thanksgiving shit. And this film has been on my mind for probably since our first year, Nefarious Reels. It's always been a film that I think about I should recommend this, and I just never do. I've seen it one time as a kid at my grandma's house, and it's lived rent free in my head, and I have to exercise that demon out to finally experience it. You might have heard this film before, but let me just time to recommend it. Better time now than when it's Christmas, and we're gonna do 1986's Babes in Toyland.
I don't think I've actually heard of this one. Is that Drew Barrymore?
Yes.
And Keanu Reeves?
Yes. This is technically my first Keanu Reeves film I've ever seen.
Wow.
Yes, this
all right.
Very stacked cast.
Oh my god. All right. So now it's on to my recommendation, and I was thinking of staying in the holiday spirit, but I decided to I'll keep my Christmas recommendation for the next episode after. And I wanted to make up for not cool as my recommendation, and I wanted to do a meme movie that you haven't seen.
Okay.
But I have seen it already. And I mean, I think I'm not sure if you'll know what I mean, but we have sent a certain meme in this chat in our Discord for a bit when it was out. So we are doing 2025's War of the Worlds with Ice Cube.
Ah, okay.
Now you'll get to see greatness.
Now I can see. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be as good as the Minecraft movie, but we'll see. Alright, so if you don't want to get spoiled for Babes in Toyland or War of the Worlds, how about checking out those films in advance? Also, hey, how about like and subscribe? That'll be pretty cool, especially in the Thanksgiving spirit. We got a Blue Sky account that I don't use. You can follow that, and maybe I'll use it again. We got the first 5 episodes on Spotify. You can check us out there too. And you all have a good day and have a happy Morbius.
Happy Morbius.
Happy
Home Sweet Home.
Yep. Happy Home Sweet Homecoming.
Happy Cranberry Sauce.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, because that's coming up.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Where Hands Touch. Then bye-bye.
Bye.